Hello! Hi! Well, look at that! Check it out! It's Snooze! The most wonderfulest, coolest cat deer VTuber I know! And hey, it's Poncho T. Smith. Poncho, the T stands for the, by the way. How's it going? Allow me to be the entertainment for your Saturday evening, I suppose. Yes, that is Ninja Gaiden back there, and Rice Shower as well. Two great tastes that go in no way well together. Poncho Smith streams too. It's always that Shovel Knight clip. Every time. Every time. But how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well this fine Saturday. Hope you brought an extra pair of pants to the stream. It's gonna get extra spooky tonight, probably. I mean, yeah, that's because it's the season of the pumpkin. It's a pumpkin season. I don't know why that's scary. Pumpkin's yummy. Like, I like a lot of pumpkin. How's it going, Sayara? That's not who that is. That's how that works. Probably. I'm very good. I'm a professional streamer, as you can tell. But hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're all doing extremely well. I've gathered everybody here tonight for some spoops. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some spooping. But first, we gotta take a look at a bit of new fan art that came in. This actually came in during the fan art appreciation stream, but I feel that, like, since I've yet to add it to the site and add it to the rotation at the start, yeah, we need to go ahead and share that and show that off. So this comes in from Junkyard Dave. I just call this Abomination, and I think that he would call it Abomination as well. But if you know, I've done some stuff with Junkyard Dave as of late. Doing the Donkey Kong Pac-Man event was especially fun. You made chicken adobo. I'm jealous. I made frozen pizza this evening, but I had a lot of good sushi for lunch, so it all balances out. It all balances out. But yeah, thanks to Junkyard Dave for this wonderful piece of content. Check it out. It's Jessica Come to Hang Out. You made it just in time. We're going to play video games tonight. We're about to get to that while we admire this wonderful piece of fan art that came in from our good pal Junkyard Dave while we were doing the fan art appreciation stream. And since this hadn't been added to the rotation or the site yet, I thought we'd give it a little bit of a shout out here, like we always do. So there's that. Yeah. All right. Now let's see if I remember how to do all this. Let's see how we do all this. How do we press a button? We press the button and we go. Is it over here? Is it over here? No, wait. Where do I go? Hold on. We go here. I go here. And then the game. We got to get the game visible. And then we need to get the game hearable. All right. There we go. Pull on the pull 'em and push on the push 'em. Exactly, that's how it works. That's what we're gonna do. Well, there'll probably be pull 'ems that we've got to pull in this game and push on the push 'ems. So these are point and click video games. We are a supernatural detective, hence the name Darkside Detective. Any illusions that you had that this game may have been some sort of Darkside Phil fan game can be dashed across the rocks now. It's no such thing. Thank the Lord. If you want, like, I will blame the game for all of my inadequacies. I do that a lot anyway, I think, so it's fine. Yeah, the Darkside detective. We're a supernatural detective, and we point and click and solve mysteries. This game's got, I think it's got like 8 cases, so we'll try and do like 3 or 4 tonight. I don't know how many we'll get through tonight. We'll try to do our best. I'm not feeling the greatest. Like, my neck's kind of sore. And my stomach's not feeling super great for some reason. But that's been since yesterday. That wasn't an effect of anything I ate today. I just wasn't feeling super great yesterday either. Point-and-click adventure games were invented in the late 1800s. Yep. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you, Snoozle. Very much. I feel very cared for. So we will click to start, and we can start. They give us 2 to start, and we obviously want to start. But I want to show this off because this is great. There's some great settings here. We've got language auto detected. We'll leave that as is. But English, François, Deutsch, Nihongo, Espanol, and auto detected. Here's my favorite option: police corruption. What are the options for police corruption? We can go, it's on, still on, this is going nowhere, you should give up on this. You don't learn, do you? On. So yeah, this is a some great humor in the options already. Malice in Wonderland is my favorite Riot Grrrl band. There's a really bad Alice in Wonderland remake called Malice in Wonderland. It may be on Netflix or something. That's how I watched it. It was pretty bad. It's the kind of movie you definitely watch knowing that it's bad. So graphics are high def, super high def, virtual reality, spooky vision. Your machine can't run this. I think we gotta go spooky vision, seeing as that, it's October, it's the pumpkin season and all. You only watch anime on Netflix? I watched some of BNA on Netflix and was like, wow, this is a bad allegory for racism, and I feel terrible having watched any of it. So then I did not watch the rest of BNA after like 5 episodes. Cute main character, though. How's it going, Nox? Pancho only watches Naruto and Castlevania? That's probably right. Oh no! The snooze-like BNA. Is this it? Have we finally reached the end of the road? Is this where you finally get off the poly train? Is that because I think that BNA is kind of terrible? Okay, just, yeah, like, I could not watch it because I felt the things that show was saying about racism were pretty oofa-doofa. You were too old for Naruto when Naruto started. Yeah, like, I like the character designs and stuff for BNA. I thought that stuff was great. I mean, it's Trigger. Like, Trigger is, they've got style. But, oofa-doofa, the content of that show. So, all right. Who's ready to point and click with me? Let's go! Case summary. The chief has sent me to the Jones residence. Dooley is there with further details. I like the character design of this Nazi. Yes! Attribute that quote to me. Exactly. How's it going? A flat cap. Hope you're doing well. Look, it's a Persona 5 clip. Imagine that. We're playing the Darkside detective. We're gonna point and click our way through otherworldly investigations. Stormtrooper uniforms don't look lit as fuck. All right, here we go. Whoa, I almost shot you there, detective. You shouldn't be sneaking around like that. Dooley, you watched me drive up. I had my siren on. You waved at me as I pulled in. I guess this place has me spooked out a little. So what happened here? Chief Scully just called me up and told me to get here ASAP. No details. 7-year-old kid, Alice, went missing a day ago. No signs of her leaving the house. Is this also problematic? Probably as a Nazi with a good character design. No! No! A flat cap is the Phantomist of Thieves. Seems to be the kind of spooky crap. I mean, the kind of case you're into, detective. Great, let's get started. What can we look at here? Is this detective related to lightning? Our trusty squad car. I like to call it the Popo Moto. Wait it. Stop that. Ouch. Ugh, my spleen. Stop that. Okay. What about Dooley? After you, detective. You know, whenever you're standing in the rain stops being fun for you. Can already get a gist of this game's tone. Officer Dooley, why is there a hobo dripping all over my carpet? Oh, that's Detective Francis McQueen, Mr. Jones. He's here to investigate. I see. Twin Lakes finest, eh? Yep, that's me! All right, we do the point and clicky thing. We find things to click on. The Simpsons painting. Nice schooner. Haha, you dummy, it's not a schooner, it's a sailboat. Schooner is a sailboat, Dooley. Haha, references! Twin Lakes, huh? Ashtray. I hope you don't smoke around your kid. Thankfully, detective, I am rarely around my kid. Oh boy. Whoa there, these folks must be millionaires. Okay, what do you got for me? So how can I help you, detective? Tell me about Alice. I'll level with you, detective. I don't have many dealings with her. She has a limited conversation pool. She's 7. Exactly, a tedious age, so I leave that to the nanny. She's around here somewhere. Where were you last night? Why didn't you notice she was missing? I was out. How wonderfully shady. Have you got an alibi? Where I was is none of your business, detective. My taxes pay your salary. They also pay for the cell and questioning room I'm going to have Dooley take you to. Fine, call this number. They'll vouch for me. Busty Bell's Booty Boutique. Classy stuff. Ah, Bells. Fond memories. I mean, where was he? A bell shop? What? All right, we got matches. These are from Busty Bell's Booty Boutique. This kid didn't win out in the father stakes. Okay, so... Ashtray. You got anything else? No. Okay. Check out the hallway. This reminds me of my own grandfather. Your grandfather was a clock? What? No, he had a clock. Shame, I thought I'd finally found something interesting out about you. What? I'm interesting? Whatever you say, detective. When's the last time you called a phone number off the... I don't think I've ever done it. One of these crystals is worth more than we get paid in a year. We could take one. You passed the corruption test. Well done, detective. Okay. Closet, living... Okay, closet or study. Okay, locked. I wonder where I'd find the key. Closet. Nothing in the spider webs. Sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm walking in them. Wait, can I burn Dooley with the matches? Oh no, not on my watch. Well, that's a shame. Can I burn the box? That's a rookie mistake. Phone numbers off the back of matches feel a bit pre-2000 trope. Box of junk. A black light bulb. May as well take it. Now all we need is a disco ball, some white clothes, and fat beats. Then we've got ourselves a good night. A good night is finding this kid. Alright, so we got a black light bulb. Alright, first rule of any adventure game, combine everything. Okay, the matches do not combine with the black light bulb. So we can't get in the study, so let's go upstairs. Ooh. Hey, are you free to help wallpaper my sister's house this weekend? I can do the first floor, but I need somebody to hold the ladder while I do the second. I think she means inside the rooms? Really? Thank goodness, I was not looking forward to wallpapering that roof. I saw a short about a puppet comedian complaining about How vapors were ruining private investigators due to a lack of matches as evidence. This is very proper for a stream of multiple levels. I reported this girl missing. The dad doesn't care at all. Maybe the nanny. There's somebody who's gotta care. Okay, attic, telephone. What an odd place for a telephone. They must have run out of places to draw. Put it. I'd better check Roy's alibi. Hello? Oh, is this Bells? Busty Bell's Booty Boutique, Busty Bell's Bosom Bordello, Busty Bell's Bonde... yes, would have been enough. I'm a thorough woman. No questions left unanswered. No desire unfulfilled. No fantasy unexplored. No, I get the picture. Are you sure? I could send you one if you'd like. Let's get Dooley hooked up. He would probably be into this. Was a Mr. Roy Jones in your establishment last night? Couldn't say. Client confidentiality. Identities are concealed, sometimes in masks. This is a police matter. I'm Detective Francis McQueen. Frankie McQueen? Of the Darkside division? Yes? Tell Dooley I say hello. Oh, I'm glad this screen resolution doesn't let you make out that I'm blushing. Happy to help a friend of Dooley's. Yep. Yep, Roy Boy was in here last night. Roy Boy. Yeah, some questions, even a badge won't get you answered. Alrighty. That's all I need for now. If you find yourself needing anything else, just pop on by. The old school rotary dial. A place this fancy deserves something nicer than plastic flowers. This is attic. Oh, it's dark. Oh, there's a lamp. I bet I know what I do. I bet I know what I do with that lamp. These look heavy enough to knock somebody out cold. As attics go, this one is extra creepy. The paint thinner fell when the shelf gave way. Not much left in it now. Okay, we received paint thinner. May not be broken after all. Just a blown bulb. Well, alrighty. A black light bulb for blacklighting things. Dissolves paint, markers, and oily residues. Okay, so... I hope this doesn't reveal somebody's attic shame. Oh, what the hell? Well, that doesn't look ominous at all. The pattern on this wall looks washed out in places. I wonder what would happen if I redrew it. I got a marker. A box marked Anne's Broken Dreams. Oops. Okay. No such thing as a protected Busty Bell client confidentiality category, nor do I think a relationship would meet the standards of such legal confidentiality protection. Also, hey, a magic door! Let's see. Just a bunch of forgotten memories, so I don't think that there's anything we can do. Paint thinner? That's a rookie mistake. Okay. So... daughter's bedroom. Hello. Look at all this. Hey, I know that tree. It owes me $5. I've never seen a horse with 5 legs before. A drawing of our suspect. Really? I'll put it on an APB. No, Dooley, don't do that. This is a lot of pink, and I think I'd have run off too. I don't have much use for a dozen pink socks. I do! Now is not the time for art, detective! Black light. This looks useful. Oh, okay. You received an item, black light marker. All right, cool. Who has a problem with pink? Not me! Talk to Dooley. Tell me where she is, bear. I'm only kidding. You don't know. You're only a bear. A stupid, know-nothing bear. All right, Miss Jones, what do you got? Hello, can I ask? My baby! My baby's gone! Can you tell me about She just disappeared! My baby! Is there anything? You have to find her! There's a creep Have you found her? Have you found my baby? Not yet, but I want to ask. You have to find her. Please find my baby, my baby. You just played a game about a missing baby. We found the person who cares. How's it going, Millie? How come? Okay, so you are not going to be of much help. But we've got black light marker and paint thinner now. The master bedroom. Family photo. Alice and her mom look quite happy here. Seems impolite to go rifling around in somebody's drawers uninvited. A waterbed. Very fancy. Looks like something has been kicked under here. No, it doesn't. You received item, a strange page. It's a peculiar pattern from the Occult for Dummies book. Whoa, okay. I haven't even talked to you yet, and I have a feeling. Hard to believe this is the same woman we spoke to. The stress of all this must have hit her hard. That nanny is beautiful. Ask her if she's single, you know, as part of the investigation. You got it, Dooley. She seems like a sweet kid. Don't worry, we'll find her, detective. Okay. Tell me about Alice. She's spoiled and sticks her nose where it doesn't belong. But that's what having super rich parents will do to you, I guess. How long have you been working for the Joneses? Joneses, detective, even though it ends with S, you still pluralize it. It's now really the best time. See, I pluralized it just like without even thinking about it now, but I know the text did not. Please voice the nanny like the nanny from the sitcom The Nanny. Oh my God! It's always a good time for grammar. Anyway, answer the question. Long enough to harbor no ill will whatsoever. Say you're the nanny. The very innocent nanny, yes. Do you have keys for the various rooms? I am a nanny, not a maid. Right, but do you? Yes. May I have the key to the study then? Sure, there's nothing incriminating in there anyway. Is that good enough for you? Is that good? I hope that was good enough for you because I'm not doing more. Okay. Okay. What can you tell me about the demonic doorway in the attic? Nothing. Not a thing. It's nothing to do with me, that's for sure. I was here the whole time. All right. Definitely checks out. We're done here. For now. I'll get back to work and nothing else. Nothing else. I should be answering phones for Ghostbusters. I'm Janine. Nah, Nanny is not suspicious at all. Okay, let's go back up into the attic. We got the study key too, so hold on. I want to go check the study first. And hey, presto, we're in. Roy Jones, Esquire. It takes a certain type of person to have an oil painting of themselves. You can never trust a man who owns too many books. That's what I say. How many books are too many? 6? And how many books do you own? I don't feel comfortable with this line of questioning. A dog statue. Statue is ugly enough to be worth a lot of cash. Magazine stack. His magazine collection. Jeez, this guy's obsessed with jugs. Okay. You fucking. All right, I'm on board. I'm on board, Darkside detective. You got me. Hey, John, how's it going? How's Trails treating you? That is a me tier gag. You're goddamn right. A nice collection of books. The dust suggests they've not been looked at in some time. For shame. I'm the Glob Glow Gab Galab, and I like books. A nice collection of books. The dust suggests there have not been looked at in some time. For shame. Stop clicking the same thing, Polly, you stupid lantern. An old oil lantern. Seems to have some oil left, too. Okay. An oil lantern. Seems to have some... Oh, wait. Can we light it? I should probably light the thing, you know, just in case. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. We got a lit lantern now. One light-emitting lantern. This basement is a true treasure trove. I've turned my back on Christ, and it feels great. This definitely reminds me of the adventure games people used to make in that one adventure game forum. Sounds like this night is gonna be lit. Boom! Can't believe a flat cap out here. Just destroying it with comedy tonight. All right, so I've got... Do I draw on the page? Or... Okay, I seem to have everything I need. Let's get down to some spooky hijinks and redraw these missing symbols. Ah, okay, I see what's going on. This game has a demo on Congregate. Very strong Flash. Oh, that's all. Yeah, this game has... Like, this game feels very Flash. Those are the Hyper Light Drifter symbols. Okay, so it's this guy. Yeah. And then this guy. And this guy. Whoopee. All right, that should be it. Great. Maybe now is a good time to stop doing, well, anything really. I wonder if I can file for early retirement. Even I'm not foolish enough to go in there with no light. Oh, it's not just like equipped? Seems like a bad idea to me. Oh, do I just throw the light in? Okay, Dooley, let's do this. No offense, detective, but I'm going nowhere near that creep fest. I'll stand guard out here. Oh, hey, we found a kid. And a pile of junk. Don't look in there, mister. That's where the three-eyed rats live. The label says old milk circa 1880. Why would you store that? Is her head a block of cheese? Why not? What if she wants her head to be a block of cheese? How's it going, Beepner? A box marked baby's first cult robe. Hey, you want some paint thinner? Oh no, not on my watch. Hello, mister. Hey, kiddo. Are you here to take me home? Yep. Good, I'm hungry and the sounds from downstairs are scaring me. Yeah, let's get out of here. Uh-oh. Not so fast! Not so fast, detective! Oh, you got a gun now. Where's Dooley? That idiot! I knocked him out. I can't have you snooping around anymore, so I'm gonna drop you here. At least take the girl. Oh, I intend to. I'm her legal guardian, after all. It's my job to look after her, especially if anything should happen to her parents. That was more of a Peter Griffin laugh, yeah. Say, for example, they're getting trapped in the Darkside's version of their bedroom. It's where they'd know that Alice hadn't gotten into my stuff and stupidly trapped herself up here. I figured it best to lay low until you had gone. I thought you'd have given up by now. What kind of cop would give up on a missing kid? Most of the TLPD? Sadly fair. So that's what this is, an inheritance scheme? You have to admit, it's a fairly perfect crime. It is, actually. Even if you do get rid of me, then what? Alice knows what you're up to. She's a smart kid. If she's so smart, she'll know to keep her mouth shut. Once Dooley wakes up, you and your scheme will be done for. Good point. I'll just have to get you to drag him in here with you. Come on. Okay, drag your friend in here and no funny business. I'm scared, mister. It'll be okay, kiddo. Oh, Dooley's out. I know these paint buckets were heavy enough to knock someone out. Oh, I know what we're doing. Have a taste of your own medicine! No! So the kid got into the nanny's stuff and accidentally used it to trap herself in that creepy attic? The dark side. But that's surprisingly a succinct summary of things, yes. Shame that nanny was certifiable. She was a looker. Dooley, she was dabbling in the dark arts with a plan to trap innocent people in a parallel world, kidnap their kid, and steal all their cash. I said it was a shame, jeez. I wonder where the nanny got the occult books from anyway. That stuff is hard to find these days. A case for another day, I suppose. First of all, we have to figure out what kind of paperwork covers this mess. We did it! So this game is like basically, from my understanding, it's like micro adventure games. So it's not like the cases probably all connect somehow, but they're all like little episodic bits and bops that you can just kind of play them in little bite-sized chunks to enjoy a little bit of adventure game goodness, and then you stop for a while. Like I said, I think we're gonna try and do like 3 or 4 tonight. I think the game's got like 8. Fast like speech of the Micro Machines, man. You should do Yahtzee's game sometime. Reminds me of that Danger-esque mini adventure game. Oh, that would be fun. I know he made games, I just know nothing about them. I don't know that I've like actually seen anything by Yahtzee since like 2013. Twin Lakes is a census-designated place in Colorado. Flash Roots. Each case would have been a separate game. Yep. A friend of mine released a big platformer Metroidvania like that back in the day called Hunter's Relic of Stars. And like it's like basically like 6 big games, and then like but they all are like one game put together. It's really cool. He made like a horror adventure game series, but yeah, he doesn't do anything since that one Thief game and being like a big deal game talker, man. Yeah, like that whole like I'm British and I talk really fast and I hate everything shtick just kind of got really boring for me. Home Alone. Dooley suggested to visit the library. He must have seen the strange storm gathering over it. Dooley does not seem like the kind of guy that would suggest going to a library. Nevertheless, we will start the investigation. The sad fate of getting a good gig. Also, things sound alright, yeah? Like, I sound good, the game sounds good. I probably should have asked that less than 35 minutes into the stream. I'm poggers. Awesome. I'm pogging out right now. Okay, what's the case, Dooley? Fill me in. Case? No, I've got some overdue books to drop back. So, that purple swirling vortex thing above the building has nothing to do with why we're here. Oh, come on now, detective. You're hardly gonna arrest the weather. The things you'll try to do to justify this department. Let's get this over with. These statues make me uncomfortable. They're not very welcoming. They should at least be reading a book or wearing glasses or something. Before this was a library, this was where the mayor kept her lion collection. All right, that clears that up. This is the library. What a helpful plaque. Okay. How many cases do you need to solve, do you think, to get a car that doesn't leak in the rain? Keeps us fresh. Sharpie. You're gonna pog? Are you gonna pog? You're over there pogging. Wait, is it still a thing? Is he still doing 0 punctuation? Fines for being late? How are books late? It's not like they have places to be. You're not charming your way out of this, Patrick. Rules are rules. His name is Patrick Dooley? Can't we come to some sort of arrangement? Do you have any parking tickets you want to see go bye-bye? Dooley, are you trying to bribe your way out of a fine? No? Here's an arrangement for you. I'll drop your fines if you arrest that troublesome kid. Kid? The one that's responsible for the storm and, you know, the ghosts. Ghosts? What? What are you saying about ghosts? This place is haunted, you know, the usual stuff. The usual. Flickering lights, floating bulbs, strange noises, floating books, strange noises, eerie purple storms. It's chasing off the readers. And you say a kid is to blame? He's the only one here often enough, suspiciously often if you ask me. I'll look into it. Do, or else I'll call a pair of oddball priests and or a questionable ghost-busting startup to come fix this. What books did Dooley borrow? He had Rules to Rave 2, Roswell, New Mexico, where the aliens really experiment on us, and The Law, what it is, and how do we really need it? Hey, what happened to the librarian reader privilege? Not a real thing, buddy. I take it you gave up on the law book. Not enough pictures. What's that you're reading? Guylight. It's a heartbreaking tale of a girl who falls in love with a reverse vampire. Of a what now? A reverse vampire. He can only come out during the day. I'm at the part where it's her prom night and he promised to take her, but the clocks went forward and now it's on at night. What happens if he goes out at night? He gets really sleepy. Sounds interesting? What? It sounds awful, detective. Well, if you need anything else, I'll be here, unless I'm not. A silent sign. Shh. From a certain angle, it looks like Dooley has crazy hair. I thought you found owning books suspicious. It is. What kind of secret stuff are you reading that you can't get it from your local library? Maybe people just like having their own books. Maybe it's a germ issue. Germs? You really believe in everything Hollywood tells you? Is this your to read pile? Oh, I've read all those. This desk is missing a leg, so I'm using them to balance out the computer. Okay. Office. Coat rack. Looks like some of these coats have been here for years. We should go through their pockets. You know, for evidence. Oh, okay. Got a button. A button from an old coat. Great evidence, Dooley. An old photocopier. I can't imagine this gets much use. Oh, it does. When you renew your card each year, Doris takes a photocopy of your butt for the records. Everyone's butt? Just mine, now that I think about it. That's the price of working out, I guess. Computer. The computer seems to be broken. That's not broken, it's hollow, so they can store more books in it. Never know when I'll need to cut something in half, or a lazy approximation of half. Scissors! Let's cut the button. Let's call that Plan B. Scissors, safe for cutting, not safe for running with. Even the lamp is flickering. I got this for Doris last time I had to get out of paying fees. I'm gonna have to up the ante this time. Guy light poster. Nice. Okay. Roses are red, violets are blue, your loaning rights are revoked due to books overdue. You're too many syllables, kind of throws it off. Yeah, she taped her face on her. Chunky monitors feel as ancient as matchbooks now. Yeah, I've not had a ginormous monitor for a long time. Okay, let's check the elevator. An old elevator. Where's the staircase? We have none. There was a fire, and ironically, the fire escape was the only thing that was destroyed. Okay, then. Oh, let's go to the horror. Oh, okay, broken button. I don't have the skills to wire up a normal button. Never mind this one. Well, I'm pretty sure we know that this button is going to be going into that top floor button. So let's check out the sci-fi and fantasy children's stuff. Plant. What odd leaves this plant has? That's just a dead tree where Doris dries her stockings. Don't blink. Okay. If we lived in medieval times, we'd be living the adventures of ye Darkside bailiff and his squire Dooley. I wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger until I found out that they had to go into space. Looks like some of the rocket's aluminum is coming off. Oh wow, they spell it like aluminium. Okay, this game was not made in America because they spell it properly. Oh, that could be useful. Okay, you received metal strip. Can we cut it? Let's call that plan B. Can we... This should make the button. Alright, see? Boom. Fucking genius. Alright. This button can now conduct electricity. How convenient. I'd have expected to go through a series of semi-logical puzzles to get this. And we get a library card. Okay. Sci-fi books. Fantastic Obit, drowned in moonlight, strangled by her own bra. Dr. Whom's thrilling adventures through grammar and structure. Space hike, boldly going to places safely explored by others. How to woo a Wookiee. Mass defect. They came from space. They were brains. Brains from space. Space brains! Blasters, 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 and other space weapons. Intergalactic ballistics for cats. Astro trolls. Fantastic Obit. Okay. Sci-fi books. Okay. So these are all the sci-fi books. Okay, now we gotta check the fantasy book. Okay, the devs are based in Ireland. Okay, makes sense. Glum Tales of the Sad Adventurer. The Library of Books. Dragon Ageism. The Witcher, Tales of an Indecisive Adventurer. Fantastic Geese and Where to Find Them. I don't know, I think the sci-fi selection was a lot more interesting. Oh hey, it's the kid! What about this one? The words are short and I think I can read the whole book from cover to cover. Oh, hello? Oh, this is suitable for my age range? I read a book about books for my age range, and they're all books about boys and wizards and talking dogs. Okay, I'll try it. I hope I like it, because I've read all the books about boys and wizards and talking dogs in here. Hello, little Devin. Hello, Teddy. You look familiar. Have I arrested you before? Well, that's not right. Neat trick. What magic did you learn? What magic did you learn that from, kid? It's not magic, it's nothing. But not suspicious. There's a cold draft coming from the vent. That can't be good for this kid's health. The dinosaur! The dust is wrong under this. It makes me think that it was moved recently. I hope I get to have a pet robot someday. Too many responsibilities. Feeding it, rubbing its belly, teaching it to overthrow humanity. Why would you teach it that? I want to be on their good side when the inevitable happens. Smart man. I've always loved trains and trams. Not monorails, though. Thinking they're better than everyone else because they're up in the air. Why your parents don't love you. Anne and Barry face financial ruin. Little and Big Pooh save the day. Maybe it's your fault. Little Billy and the Crushed Dreams. Baby's first hangover. Why your parents don't love you. Good God. Bad Baby incites a riot. Kindergarten Kate summons the devil. Grumpy Chris hates to play. Yeah, this is the dark humor section. Learn to count to 107, the largest number known to science. A guide to baby safe shots. Daddy's little disappointment. Letters. A, B, C. It's as easy as 4, 5, 6. Clearly not a Suikoden fan. Okay, that was good. Viewmaster! A Viewmaster! I loved those as a kid! I'll take this and see if I can find a use. It's times like these that I miss walking the beat. We received a Viewmaster! An old film viewing toy. The library card of one smug-faced Paul Conway. Paul Conway. Okay, can I put it on the Viewmaster? Come on, Frankie, you can do better than that. This is what you do with adventure games. You do everything. Alright, kid. Who are you talking to, kid? I'm not telling you anything. I've heard what happens to people who do a snitch. Modern media is really making our job hard. Okay. Anything else? Be very thorough. Next floor. Reading room and hobby. A painting. Professor Theodore Library, inventor of the library. Nope, not one word of that is true. Okay. Reading room. Oh, hello, miss. I wasn't expecting anyone to be here. Oh, hello, my name's Roxa. I'm here to study the strange goings-on. I guess that's why you're here too, detective. Sure, that's me. Always investigating stuff. On purpose. Want to share what you found? Well, it's not much, but there seems to be a strange concentration of energy in the next room. I'm searching the internet for a way to be able to see whatever it actually is. Well, let me know if you find anything. Ghost hunting, huh? That's classified. Guess there's a whole bunch of eerie mumbo jumbo going on here. So you noticed then? I'm majoring in the occult at TLU. You can do that? I thought all that stuff was banned. Somebody has to catalog and ban it all, detective. Right. Well, fairly hush-hush. So what does one study with occultism? Whatever you want. I went with computer science, so I wouldn't be studying two impractical subjects. Good call, Roxa. From experience, I can tell you that the occult doesn't pay much. Who doesn't need chalk in the 21st century? Most people? A fair point. Time always seems to stand still in boring places like libraries. I hope there's nothing contraband in this pile. I wish. You know what I mean. You look uncomfortable, Dooley. It's the whole reading room thing. I mean, should we be reading right now? Can I not read anywhere else? Does this room itself read? And if so, what does it read? You have a special mind, Dooley. Chief Scully says that's why she assigned me to your department. Microfilm room. Why would anyone have so many filings that they need a cabinet to store them in? It's radiating energy, like Roxa said. I think this may be a clue, possibly. There's just too much here to take. Even in my pockets have their limits. Microfilm reader? It's broken. If I want to look at any microfilm, I'll need to find another way to do so. The computer. Let's see what we can find online. You didn't say the magic word. You didn't say the magic word. You didn't say the magic word. References! Looks like I need to figure out the password. Creating interview. Oh, wait. Can I cut it up? Well, I've destroyed some historical material. Let's hope there was a point to this. Even cut up, it's too much to carry. It looks like I'll need to bring something here. put it in the Viewmaster, couldn't you? Well, if it fits, let's look at what I didn't accidentally chop out of Twin Lakes recent history. Spider moths do it again! Do it again. Sounds like they were into some kind of winning streak instead of having burnt down yet another stadium. Major staff cuts at City Library. Budgetary cutbacks have seen the local library reduced to a skeleton staff. I know Doris is old, but that seems a bit unfair. It means very few people work here. Oh, yep, just Doris now, and she's actually a retired volunteer. Tough times. Oh, a computer. Computer stock goes up, up, down, down, left, right, B. I shouldn't have read that out loud. I think I may have just summoned something. Crackpot detective claims teenagers' tags were ritual meant to show that dead people walk among us. I remember this case. Wait, what the? Hello? Who are you and how did you get here? Aleister Crowley? I am that which can never be unseen, the ooze from your nightmares, the knower of the unknown. Right, that's not very helpful if I'm honest. Help is there for those who know how to take it. Okay then, I'll bite. Tell me, oh knower of the unknown, what's going on here? I don't rightly know. Right, but I do know that coward Yates is protecting a hidden room. The one that holds vast power and treasures. No doubt that which is responsible for the spectral summoning of myself and the others lies within. The others. Detective, who are you talking to? I'm talking to... You know what? I don't even know how to explain this. Now, what was all that again? Yates, secret room, mad power within. We cool, bro? We cool. All right. This box of microfilm has gotten me into enough trouble for one day. Thanks very much. Okay. So we could... Oh! Yeah, we can see ghosts now. Pray, sir, a moment of your time. Another one? Another? Oh, another spirit? Yes. Then with your question, you have answered my own. Huh? Forgive me, but I wish to know if you have seen on your travels that scoundrel Crowley. Forcefully mysterious man in a silly hat? The very same. I knew he lurked here, but somewhere. He mentioned a hidden room? Yes, but on that matter I shall say no more, not until the beast is gone. But I just want it. Not a word more, sir, not a word more. Again, I say that you and I, sir, shall not converse while Crowley lurks, awaiting a slip of my tongue. Okay, Crowley, what's up, dude? I met your friend. He says you won't stop spying on him. I find it most joyous to torment the man. He says you want into that room you mentioned. I do. I'm most bored here. I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer to go online? 2 words. Safe search. All right. Maybe I can find some sort of workaround? Please. Just stay here and don't do anything. Let's see what we can find online. Okay. Looks like I need to figure out the password. I think the librarian would more than likely have the password. But before we go talk to her... Hello! What we got over here? We got hobby books. Turning duct tape into pants. Make your nethers sustainable. Things you can fill jam jars with. Volume 3. Whittling dice out of larger dice. Detective. The inspectioning investigating role-playing game in the world of the Darkside. Hard wood and where to find it. Turning duct tape into pants. Planking with Plinkman. One of mine, that. What's it about? Laying hardwood floors. Part of a series, it were. I see. They also have planking with Plinkman, plinking with Plinkman, and plunking with Plinkman. I see. I think I see the theme here. Grand synergy, ain't it? Why no plinking with Plinkman? Oh, that adds a bit of an adult section, if you catch my meaning. Okay. Paintings. Wait a minute, these are printouts of children's art. Look at Mr. Moneybags in his deep pockets. Rich enough that he can pay child artists for original works, this guy. Jeez. Somebody seems to have left some glue here. It's no duct tape, but it could be useful. Okay, we've got glue now. What will we do with glue? A tube of hobby glue. What? Let's call that Plan B. A library card? Oh, I feel like I'm back in kindergarten art class. You received sticky library card. A sticky library card. Why did I do that again? I don't know. I just combine items when I'm playing these kinds of games because that's what you do when you play these kinds of games. All right, Gail. Are you an author too? I don't recognize you. Aye, but it's not like you toffs in their literary fiction. I wrote useful stuff like house wiring and how to do your own plumbing. You think you can fix the elevator? With right gear, I could. I need a new button, mind. Well, I think I've got you covered, my friend. Could this button replace the broken one in the elevator? You're lucky you're not playing an old Sierra game. They might punish you for that. Yeah, old Sierra games are fucked. But those games are ridiculous because you can like get into like permanent fail states and like, oh yeah, you're fucked. You just can't win now. You've got to start the whole game over. Do it all again. If it was a Sierra game, I would have done something wrong in the first 3 minutes of playing. I would get to the end and then they would punish me for it. Could this button replace the broken one in the elevator? Let me see. Looks like it'll do the job. Gives a few moments to pop it in place. All right. Why are these fake? Well, you can't have kids painting over the books. That's probably smart. Is he coming back, or do I just go find him? Oh. Hey, thanks for fixing the elevator, Gail. Happy to help. It were fun doing something useful again. Well, all right. But first, can I have the internet password, please? And give you access to all my juicy manuscripts? No chance. Doris, I need the password for my investigation, and I need these books to be kept safe until my genius is recognized. So no. Well, rip me, I guess. If you need anything else, I'll be here, unless I'm not. All right. So we can't get the computer password right now. If the password was silence, I can't type in anything. I think. Like, let's see what we can find. Yeah, I can't type anything now. What about you? Roxa, you mentioned that you were looking for stuff. Ow! How did you get past the internet blocks? Up to something naughty, detective? No, but I have this friend who needs to get past the library firewall. Well, that's quite well protected, surprisingly. I think Doris was worried somebody would hack in and steal her unpublished fan fiction, but I figured out the admin password so I can bypass the block. Want me to give it to you so you can use it too? Please. Well, shit, that wasn't too hard. The password for Doris's internet block. It's yep. Can't say I expected anything less. Here you go, dude. We got you. Here you go. I'm a ghost. I can't type that in myself, but you can use the internet. That's ghosts for you. Mysterious lot. Okay. Now Crowley should be able to browse to his heart's content. I'll let him know. Okay, I've set it up so you'll be able to browse whatever you want, no restrictions. Excellent. You may not want to stick around for this. Right, I'll leave you to your business, so shut the door on the way out. Well then, I think I'll leave him for some privacy. A ghost on the go for net. Ghost for net. Hey, thanks for your help with that, Roxanne. No problem. Happy to help a man. Happy to help a man of the law break it. What did you need to look up anyway? Best not talk about it. I just hope it doesn't show up in the library's usage bill. All right. What about you? Did I sense? Yes, that B-sides are focused elsewhere. The air is clearer now. Well, clearer is maybe not the term I'd have used. Come again, sir? Never mind. Just don't go into that room if you can avoid it, as you suggest. Now, what's all this about a hidden room? I'll share what I can. There's a place hidden behind the horror section of the 4th floor. Well, we haven't even gone up there yet. The source of the phantasmic pollution afflicting this building is from within. How do I get in? One of those books in the L section has a lever. Pull it and fix this. Godspeed, man. You hear that, Dooley? Hear what? Oh, yes, of course. We need to get to the 4th floor and open the secret room using one of the books in the L section. Wait, how do you know all this? Intuition? See ya. Okay. Well, I guess we can finally go to the 4th floor then. Oh look, Doris must have finally fixed the elevator button. No, it was... never mind. Book cart. A collection of books that don't seem to fit anywhere else in the library. Like How to Cook a Dinosaur If You Ever Catch One, The Internet and Other Fads, Architecture of the Mind by Sarah Bellum, and MMO Accountancy, to be the fictional banker you always knew you were. Looks like you can get out of the roof through here. Thankfully it's locked. I'd rather not go back out in that storm. Okay. Just horror. You barely make teenage girls whimper, Howie. Only because they cannot fathom the dread I conjure, Eddie. You play on common cliches. Your penny dreadfuls lack true horror. At best, spooky pulp. Your best words aren't even written by you. Charlatan, fraud, undead, trickster. If you feel that way, then why did you hide my work, Eddie? Again, I say, I do not have your book. You probably hid it because it was too scary for you. Ah, you're an infuriating man. I've never been up here before. Because of the broken elevator? Because it's scary up here. I'm not shocked to find there's something nasty hidden behind this. I just need to figure out a way to open it. Okay. They're one hell of an atmospheric fire hazard. He's being such a child. I am clearly the greater horror writer. I tore apart the minds of a generation with my atheistic horror. With your atheistic rubbish. Right, I'll have you, mate. Come at me, you sickly twerp. You two, stop it, or I'll put you both in some kind of supernatural slammer. He started it. Oh, I never. It was you and your... I don't care who started it. I'm putting a stop to it. Wait, right here. And not a peep. They should kiss. Yes. I didn't take his blasted book. It was that childish Blighton woman. Why don't you tell him that? He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hid him. More people would borrow my books over his. Nonsense. I care not for his current zeitgeist. My works are vastly superior. You two had best not be causing any trouble. You hear me? Okay, so I didn't take his blasted book. It was that blasted Blighton woman. Blighton. This is the... Why is the window on the roof locked? For health and safety reasons. Can I get the key? Afraid not. Why? For health and safety reasons. That's fair. If you need anything else, I'll be here. Unless I'm not. Oh, wait. There was a kid. Yeah, there was... Oh, okay, somebody was here with the kid. Okay. I think you should read this one. I read this one and thought it was good. What's it about? It's a story about this kid who can see dead people. Oh, that's not for me. I'm scared of ghosts. Excuse me, did you steal Lovecraft's book? He and that Poe fellow won't stop fighting over which one has a more frightful book. I took his book in hopes that it would stop their arguing. It seems you've just made it worse. Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't. How am I meant to stop those two fighting? That is not my concern. You want this book? You stop their fight. There's got to be a scarier book than theirs around here. Surely that would stop their bickering. I didn't check the L shelf. Okay, what we got in the books? From access to zero oxygen, a murderer's primer. He's behind you! Animal allotment. Stephen Duke's The Ankle Biters. Bemoaners from Beyond the Grave. Alibi Soup. The Butler Did It. The Dead Person Murders. Calvin Ate a Cop. Did you kill them? I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you too. You were out last time. Very Dark Places, an illustrated guide. The Compendium of Inept Deaths. They're not the scariest sounding of books, are they? I think I might have had an accident. Everyone's Guilty. The Fast Car Killers. The Followers. Erroneous Castrations. The Diary of Evelyn Snakes, the girl of Evelyn Snokes, the girl who chokes. Haunted Place. They've gone to buy poison. Gasp. How they all died. Goodness me, he's dead. Henry Hamfist, the Punch to Death champion of 1934, a biography. It Kills. Just Quit. Jugular Wounds, an illustrated story. A guide to journaling your own death. I touched its face. Jobs you're not good enough for. The book Yates mentioned is missing. I didn't know you were a fan of Lovecraft. You're looking at the Lovecraft section. A bit too godless for my tastes. I wonder if the missing book is the one that Blyton took. Okay. Murder! Ninja zombies and other terrible crossovers. Morals, no thanks. Never look in the fridge. Madman kills a person. No, don't do it. Nanny Nightmare. Well, we met her in the last one. Map to Murder. Well, it looks like the whole gosh dang internet went out. So we're gonna have to, like, hang on for a second while that sorts itself. Of course, this will only come through for the people watching the VOD and the YouTube. But that's fine. Well, we'll stop here while we wait for the internet to kick back on, hopefully. There it goes. The lights are blinking. The proper lights are blinking. You see, mine has two green lights that start out, and then a third green light starts to blink, and then the second green light turns orange, and then the fourth green light starts to blink, and then the last orange light starts to blink. That's how that goes. I've got to buy time. I've got to buy time while this whole thing gets kicked back into gear. It's taking its sweet time. It usually reconnects faster. It's more like there's an issue, and they've been doing a lot of maintenance in my area, because new they're like my ISP, they got acquired by another ISP, so they're updating their stuff, right? They're updating everything, so we go down at really weird and random times. So until I get, some kind of confirmed connection that the internet's gonna kick back in. All right, I can get to Google. That's usually a sign that we're good to go again. So we're gonna go and we're gonna start connecting. We're gonna see how this goes. We should be back. It should be there. You may have to refresh. You may have to refresh, but we're back. You may have to refresh, but we're back. Only thing you missed were some books. Those will be in the VOD. You can go back and look. I went and I searched this entire bookshelf of all of the books. But we got to stop these two from arguing, and we've got to find a book that's scarier. The Quirky Killings, The Rash That Wouldn't Clear, Quickly Hide, The Revenger, Quay 666. Do you get a free personal pan pizza now? You can. I'll give it to you. Stab Fest 6, Everywhere Snakes, Tomorrow the World Implodes, Scary Book Volume 4, The Trundling, The Underwhelmer, Vivian's Hatchet, Vet's Revenge, Where's Waldo's Body, Vanity Kills, They Yearn for Blood, X Marks the Victim, Unzip the Body Bag, The Yogurt Vat Drownings, Zesty Recipes for Evidence Disposal. Vivian's Hatchet is my favorite. Vivian. Okay, so we need to go and we need to get a book from this lady over here. Did you steal Lovecraft's book? He and that Poe fellow won't stop fighting over which one has the more frightful book. I took his book in hopes that it would stop their arguing. It seems to have just made it worse. Well, I can't give it back. Stop these two from fighting. That's not your problem. There has to be a scarier book. So the only other book I know of that's been mentioned is the one the receptionist was talking about in the Skylight. So I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. I need a library card to borrow books. Can I sign up for one? Nope. Too busy reading my book here, Saws. Dooley, can I use your card? It still has fines on it. I bet you wish you'd let me make the deal now, huh? Wait, did he say Saws? Hold on. Did she say Saws? I'm too busy reading my book to help, Saws. All right, there you go. There you go. We're bringing it back to Corpse Factory, baby. For those that don't know, there was a character in Corpse Factory that said Saws a lot. And it was this weird thing that nobody in chat, including myself, had ever heard of. But apparently it's just like a, it's shorthand for sorry. It's just nothing I've ever heard in my part of the world. So, okay. So, okay. I've got this. Can I have a book now? Not with this sticky no picture having card, you can't. I thought you found owning books suspicious. Can I? Let's call that Plan B. Can I photocopy my butt? Can I put that? Okay, it's got glue on it. Let's photocopy. Okay, I really don't want to put my face on here. But I really need a picture of myself. The things I do for this job. And received item photocopy. The picture I photocopied of my face. This is going to be the least convincing fake ID I've seen in all my years as a cop. Alright, we got it. Fake library card. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Like this one? Oh, well then, here you go, Paul. Paul? My name is Paul, like it says on the card. My card. Paul, Paul, Paul. Trashy novel. All right. Milo Stevenson's reverse vampire novel, Skylight. Even holding it makes me ill. I don't want that. It reeks of horridness. Okay, yeah, I thought so. So we give it to We give it to our boys up here. Poe and Lovecraft. Is this my book? No, it is not. What is it? The most horrific novel ever written, and it's not written by either of you. Let me see that. Teenaged girl, blah, 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 reverse vampire, blah, 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 love story. It sounds terrifying. Its mere existence gives me shivers. Do you agree it's more horrific than your works? Will you stop squabbling? Agreed? Agreed. Can you believe something so hideous exists? Can you believe it's so popular? Stoker must be turning in his grave. Hope that poor chap doesn't know. Well, they're gone now. Back to finding the book that opens this lever, I guess. So now we go talk to Blyton. I've gotten them to agree on the scariest book. Can I have that novel now? Good. I daren't see why you'd want this vile thing, but I did promise. Here. Lovecraft novel. Aw, you ruined the kid's illusion, detective. Can you see the ghosts too, kiddo? Ghosts? What nonsense are you filling his head with, detective? I see them. They're my friends. Well, this one is. Some of them are less friendly, but I like them because before they came to this place, it was just empty. Just me and Doris. And she's only interested in reading the most dreadfulest books ever written. The indescribable rending of things that rend indescribably. Sounds about right. Okay, so Upshaw. That's not what we do. Hold on. Okay, now we put this here. Here goes nothing. That seemed to fit with a curious clicking noise. Right, pull this and... well, there's the hidden door that Yates and Crowley were talking about. Creepy doorways are a recurring motif I'm not too fond of. Let me guess, staying here to cover me again. You got it! You got it in one, detective. Try to avoid getting knocked out this time. Oh, well, what's all that? Magica, Aleister Crowley's Guide to the Popular Wizard Game. The Gnostic's Guide to Ghouls and Ghosts. Rituals for Modern Witchwolves. These are all contraband occult books. This is quite the nasty treasure trove. Why didn't I know about this stuff? The Necronomicon, a cyclopean cookbook. 101 ways to get ritual stains out of your carpets. A brief history of time magic. The art of pentagram drawing. A guide for syncing your coven with the moon. Okay. These loose wires seem to run to the roof. Periodic table. The periodic table of secret magic elements. The bumper catalog of magical components. This one is just squiggles. I can't make out anything. The definitive guide to demon identification. Love in your coven. Occultism for nuns. The periodic table. Okay. Okay, Shelley. It was a necronominom. Yeah, it probably was. The font, like, your brain kind of corrects things like that sometimes, where it's like, I know you're trying to make a funny joke, but your brain will, like, actively correct things like that. So what are you doing here? Like the moth of the flame, I am drawn to the eldritch energies emitted from this book. I like spooky books and electricity, even if it lit candles to up the spook factor. A copy of Ripley's Cast It or Not. It seems to be open to the Summon Spirits page. Maybe if I close it, this whole mess will sort itself out. Ouch! It seems to be charged by this faulty wiring. I wonder where it goes. What a strange thing to find here. Normal library fare, this. Skull. Crawl space. A small hole. I don't fit, but maybe I can drop something down and see where it lands. I've only got one fucking item. That we're, oh. Okay. Wow, I'm absolutely destroyed. I can't believe Mets would come in my chat and absolutely freaking destroy me like this. I've never been more completely obliterated as a human being in my life. How's it going, Mets? How's it going? We're playing the Darkside detective and we're solving supernatural cases. Barbara Easel, you just arrived and the first thing you hear is small hole, I can't fit. Yeah, you kind of, like, if that's kind of the vibe around here. People are going to come into this chat, people are going to come into this stream, and the first thing they hear, probably going to be something just real fucked up out of context. Welcome, though. We're currently in the process of dealing with a small hole. Now to find where that landed, hopefully without having caused any damage. These loose wires seem to run to the roof. You're both watching the oh, gotcha. You're both watching the stream. I can't see it on her. Oh, okay. Well, hi, both of you. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your time here. We're solving otherworldly cases. What we're doing. Moth of the flame, you're drawing the shiny things. All right, so we dropped the skull down the hole. And what floor was that? Because I think that's over. Yep, that's what I thought. What's all this noise? I can't hear myself read. So, kid, what do you know about the other side of that vent? I didn't mean to do it. Do what? I was lonely, so I went exploring. I found all those neat new books, but the one I read was all scary and I ran off. Then the ghosts arrived, but I liked them because now I have friends. See? He meant no harm. Troublemaker, arrest him! Breaking and entering into your room of illegal books. This art style seems familiar. Because this art style is like 80% of indie games since 2012. That's why this art style seems familiar. Large chunky pixels is just the thing. Think like McPixel. Did you ever play McPixel? Like ever since McPixel, like games just kind of a lot, like 80% of indie games look like this. Like this and like Sword and Sorcery, I think it was called. This seem to be like the two games that I can think of off the top of my head that like were very big and had a style that was just these chunky pixels and all of this stuff. So it's nice and simple. It's not, it's not as simple as you think. Like I've tried to make art in this style and it's not as simple as you think. Let's say both set of charges cancel each other out. Only if you can get rid of the ghosts and find him somewhere else to go once in a while. He can join me in the blood wolves. Blood wolves. The mayor stopped paying the dib tax, so we have to change from scouts. You okay with that, kid? Sure, that's great. But back to the task at hand. We need to stop energy flowing into the building and into that book. You'll need to get to the lightning conductor on the roof. Here, have a key. Dooley, we're going to the roof. But it's raining outside. Yeah, I can't art either. Like, I can barely draw a stick figure. And, like, that's kind of, like, what I'm known for. So, we go to the roof now. Here we go! I suppose we already ducked out in one room in this case. I knew I played that card. I knew I played that card too soon. You did, buddy. You did. Can't blame it. Right? Oh, okay. Wiring. Or that wiring from the secret room. It leads to the roof. Do you need me to go all the way up there? Scared of heights? No. Yes. Oh, lordy. Yeah, this is a lot. The energy seems to be coming from here, but it's too powerful to go near. This is one heck of a light show. Sometimes I wonder if the people of Twin Lakes know how often we save their bacon. I've never saved any actual bacon. I got a cat named Bacon out of a tree once. An example to us all, Dooley. How come so much of our work is done at night and in the rain? Oh no. So what do I need to do? Get down as soon as possible? Looks like the circuit is connecting the book downstairs to this aerial. I guess I could break that circuit, then wire the aerial to the lightning rod so the power has somewhere else to go. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Let's just see here. I'm going to say words out loud. Don't worry about what they are. Darkside detective slide puzzle case 2. I'm ruminating right now. Don't worry. I'm just thinking about this very hard. Okay, don't worry about it. Think. Big braining this. Don't worry. I'm thinking like 17 moves ahead right now is what I'm doing. Oh, wow. Man, it just all came together. It just all came together. Wow, I can't believe it. I just thought like 100 moves ahead and I figured it out. Holy crap. It's an easy game for babies. Holy crap. Come on, why don't you actually prove to be a challenge video game? All you've got to do is think 27 moves ahead. That's all you gotta do to solve puzzles, especially easy baby sliding ones. Come on, challenge me, video game. Why don't you? Come on. Ouch, my hand. Look, detective, the storm is dying out. Imagine that. Okay, we should be able to close the book now. I just pulled the answer from the morphogenetic field. Enough people have played this game that I could tap into the morphogenetic field and I just got it. The answer came to me just seamlessly. Sometimes it happens, like you can't question things like this. We are just the terminals. We are just the terminals with which the data accumulates, and you can tap into that. Dooley, have you ever heard of the 100 monkey experiment? I should close the book before I go talk to Doris. There we go. God, I'm so good at video games. Trunks Field, detective, though I don't see why we had to take all those books. Dooley, they're contraband. Heavy contraband! We've made an agreement then, Doris. You don't fine me for having the books, and I don't sue the kid for entering the vault. I go back to business sans haunting. You should also get that wiring fixed. Fine. Come on, Dooley, let's get back to the office. See you at camp, Mr. Dooley. See you there, Devin. All right. Go us. We're so good. Disorient Express. All right. So what we'll do is we're going to take a break and we'll come back and we will do one more. I think we'll do one more tonight. And then like maybe later in the week we'll come back and I think that there's 8 cases because I know that there's a few DLC cases as well. So we'll probably split this over like 2 or 3 streams depending on how long these get. We're going to come back and we're going to do Disorient Express. But I'm going to get up. I'm going to stretch my legs a little bit. And then we're going to come back and then we're going to check out. I guess it's going to be a train. But we will be right back. Stay right there. Or don't stay right there. Go pee. Go stretch your balls. Do whatever you do when you need to go take a break. And I'll be right back. Don't you worry. I won't leave you. I'll still be here. Just not here. Okay? All right. Bye. I'm back! Did you miss me? I'm back. Hey, hi. Don't worry, I didn't leave you high and dry. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Hey, let's go, mates. All right, we're gonna do. I'll give it another minute or so, because I know, like I said, I was gonna be gone for a bit. We'll make sure everybody that wants to be back is back. We'll give it another minute or so before we dive full into the next one. It's like Tom York is really in it. Yeah, I'm actually best friends with Tom York, and people don't know that. I don't pull that out because I don't like to name drop all the famous people I know, but like Tom Stay in the Night, He wanted to play some Super Nintendo games that he didn't have access to. And I was like, all right, fine, dude. Here's Run Saber. Here's Excalibur 2079 or whatever. He's got some weird taste, but those are very Euro janky, right? No. I just tossed him those. They're great. He's a very peculiar individual. Just how it be sometimes. You know how those pretentious types are. Oh, you want to play me some Super Fammy? Had to come over, play some X-Cali. I hate it when Tom York comes over to play Sparkster unannounced. Yeah, it's always Sparkster, too. It's never Rocket Knight Adventures. He has to play Sparkster. It's like, dude, there's clearly a better game on a competing console. No, it's not on the Super Family now, is it? He's so weird. He's so weird. But yeah, he's in the other room doing his thing now. Sometimes he just busts in and sings, like, part of the chorus from High and Dry. And I mean, hey, again, what are you gonna do with those pretentious types? All right. Are we ready to be disorientated? Get this going. Dooley has called me to a subway station to deal with an emergency. That might be in my range. I could probably pull that off. We'll see. Gravity always wins, though. Detective, you're here! I came as soon as you called. What's the case? Case? No, I just needed a ride. Station's closed. Closed? Yeah, some spooky train is blocking the platform. Anyway, let's go. A spooky train. Yep, spooky train. Anyway, we better get going or we'll be late to work. Dooley, it's a spooky train. We're the Darkside division. Do you not think? I try not to. That's detective work. Let's go have a look then. Fine, but if we miss the free donuts at work you're buying. Are you sure we can't just go to work? I need to get my morning nap in. Let's get on with this wasted time, nothing happening here investigation then. Can't say I'm surprised to find that something strange is happening here. Seems to be working, but I've no cash. Time to put this badge to work and make use of my police privileges. Cops is dumb! Not as dumb as your grammar, kid. Yeah, kid. Do you use the subway often? Nah, before we had a squad car, I tended to take taxis. Snob. What? What? Did you say something just then? What, me? No. Or anything on the ground? Sorry, detective, the barrier's broken. We have to crawl under it. Can't we just jump over? Nope, insurance for jumping was too high. We're only cleared for a slow crawl. Being a cop is nothing like television promised it would be. It's a busker. Uncle Sam don't want you to know about the troops I'm here to show, so it makes me frown. When I smell me a pig and his dumb sidekick come to shut me down. Shut me down. Sidekick isn't a word. Poetic license. Pig. God damn. See, it's just spooky. Genetically speaking, generically speaking, nothing special about it. Let's go get donuts. Dooley, it's glowing. Maybe it's pregnant? There's something about this green, transparent, and eerie train that suggests it's not meant to be here. Do you have a ticket, sir? Sorry, who are you? Train's conductor, sir. Right, you look a tad ghostly, sir. That I do. Are you a ghost? Not at all, sir. Ghosts are blue, for one, and they can't be seen. Not without the proper equipment. No, we're from the Darkside. Then what are you doing here? Train stuck, sir. Doing my job to keep the passengers safe while this gets rectified. Rectified? Yes, sir. I'm sure these boys from the Brightside division are looking right into it right now. Brightside division? Brightside division. Right. Why are you here? As I said, sir, train's stuck. Not sure what caused it. Likely a problem with the tracks, sir. I'd have to see inside the control rooms to be sure, but I can't leave my post here. Ticket? Thought not. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you solids to leave. Did you just call us solids? Certainly not, sirs. I wouldn't be throwing around language like that. Come back anytime, sir. Okay. Okay, I can't get on it. Platform. Oh, okay. A plunger, but without the plungy bit. So, a stick then. I wonder if this camera caught any useful footage, but I can see the working light is painted on. Why do they have a bone room? That's a spanner, not a bone. Why would they have a bone room? What even is a bone room, Dooley? That's a conversation you need to have with your parents, detective. God damn it. What's in the bin? There seems to be something in here. Received a receipt. I'm really enjoying, like, this game's sense of humor. It's not over the top. It's not uproarious. You know, it's not just I'm sitting here holding my sides laughing out loud. It's just like, it's funny enough. Like, it's not like ironic and snarky in that Joss Whedon kind of way. It's just like the right amount of just like, this is very silly, but you're not overplaying your hand. Control room. The control room is locked for now. Dooley! Oh, come on, detective. You know as well as I do how these things go. Okay, so I've got a receipt. A glowing green receipt that says for pickup. I can't read much else on it. Can I stick it? Not sure that's the best course of action here. Whatever happens in here, detective, don't cross the streams. Mirror. I need to go get my eyebrows plucked. Oh, a rat! Come here. Hey! Come back here. Do you come back? Okay, hey, do you want the receipt? Not sure that's the best course of action. Am I gonna hit you with my stick? I'll just leave you alone for now, dude. Oh! I don't feel comfortable with any of this. You and me both, Daddy-O. So, spooky hoverer guy? What's up? Hi there. Oh, sorry, the door was unlocked. Yeah, the lock's broke and I have no feet to hold against it. Right, well, I'll leave you to it. Whoa, hold up, Daddy-O. I'm in a bit of a funky situation. Maybe you could help me out. What is it? Stall has no toilet paper, Daddy-O. Duty-O. Stall has no toilet paper, Daddy-O, and I'm a cat that needs some. Yeah, sure, we can look. Rat, do you have toilet paper? I don't think the rat likes me. Whoa! What on earth is that? Not sure, but I think we should send it back to wherever it came from. No use. You could say that it is in tentacle on staying where it is. I need to find something to push it down with. Gotcha, Chief. Not sure that's the best course. What? What are you gonna do, detective? I don't know. I need to find something to force it down with. This is graffiti. That's some lazy graffiti. That's some lazy graffiti. I always put in more effort when tagging the subways. What? You heard nothing. You heard me, narc. Okay, we got a tentacle in stall 2. Rat that runs away. That noise reminds me of my career since I was assigned to the Darkside division. RIP! I'll need a full plunger for that. Okay. Glowing green. Okay, so I'm thinking like we probably got to do something with the plunger in the tentacle, like, but we don't have like a full like the plunger flange or what. I think it's called the flange. Is that what the end of a plunger is called, or is it just called the plungy part? Creepy or not, nobody deserves to be stranded without toilet paper. Okay. Daddy-o, I got you. Here you go, guys. Sorry to leave you hovering for so long. Far out, Daddy-o. Here, take this coin as thanks. All right. An evil-looking coin about the size of a quarter. Well, I think that's how we get our ticket. Unless we like pick the lock with it. My gut says no on this one. Hey Dooley, do you want a coin? Not sure that's the okay. Hey, I can get the busker a coin. Hey, that ain't no real money. Okay, you thought of it. The plunginess. Let's try that. There's not a chance in hell this will work. All right, of course. You received item, ticket. The train's tickets I purchased with the strange coin the Darksider gave me. Okay. Do you want the ticket? My gut says no on this one. Okay. Here you go, one ticket. Fine, on you go then, I suppose. Oh, more friends. Party guy! This is us tonight. We are party guy. I like your glasses. They're my party goggles. On your way to a party? Always, darling. Every place is a party place when I have my goggles on. And I always have my goggles on. Even here, now, we party on the train. Okay? Hey, Dooley, you okay? Everyone here is so sick looking. They're not sick. They're transparent. I can see right through them. I've always been impressed with your scrutiny skills. Hello, hippie girl. Well, hello there. Hiya. Where are you off to? I was on my way to San Frankenstein-Cisco, obviously, but then we got stuck here. This place is terrifying. How so? Well, for a start, there's not a single screaming beast in the sky, nobody is being followed by shadow men, and nothing is on fire. Nothing! Maybe you're not the girl for me. Hi, Grammy. Nanny Dooley, is that you? Sorry, dearie, I'm Granny Ghoulie. You look a lot like my little Patrick, though. My name's Patrick, too. Did you also like games of I Spy as a child? I did. I spy with my little eye the coming of the end of the world, eating itself, rivers of gore flooding the streets. I don't know this version of the game. Oh, seeing the end times was a little Patrick's favorite. Okay. Nothing up here. Can't grab the handles. The tracks. Whoa! A Darkside portal. It appears we've found our #1 suspect for all these strange goings-on. You have the right to remain silent when questioned. Anything you say or do may be... Dooley, what are you doing? Reading it its rights. And how exactly do you intend to arrest it? With my handcuffs, obviously. Top marks for enthusiasm, Dooley. Anything else I can pick up out here? Walk through. Let's just go. Looks like the Purple Rift has an accomplice. I'm gonna need a second pair of handcuffs. It's got the spirit. He does. This is one heck of a light show they got going on down here. Dooley, they're portals to the dark side. We're in the dark side right now. Of course, it's dark. We're underground. That's probably why they've lit up like this. Accidental puns are great. Agent McScream. You look familiar. Does the fire recognize the flame? Does the darkness recognize the shadow? Does the storm recognize the wind, rain? Damn it, man, I've lost my train of thought. So you're an agent here, huh? For all agents of the never-ending hunt, servants of the crawling death void, minister of the world's cruelty, well, I'm happy you're doing okay for yourself. Thanks. It's been a lot of hard work and late nights at the office. Any idea what's going on? Interlopers, fiends, fleshy monstrosities, things should not have come to pass. Tracks of chaos intertwine. So, not much of an idea right now then. No. So, receding hairline, how's that treating you? The end comes for us all. Entropy is a cruel mistress. Yeah, let's hope it's from the growing up in the weird. Let's hope it's from growing up in this weird hole. I'd best be going. We'd all best be going to places we'd all best be at. Yeah. Oh, hey, it's Roxa! Finally, somebody in authority. Hey! Sorry, guy, but you don't know any more of the rest of us. Hi, detective. What's going on? Roxa, why are you here? Getting on a train home from college, then we got diverted to whatever this is. Well, we're on the case now, so get comfortable. He means... No, yeah, I get it. Let me know if I can be of any help at all. Will do. Any updates, detective? Still investigating, Roxa. Okay, well, if I can be of any help, let me know. What up, headphones? Hello? Doo-da-dee. I wonder if he even knows what's going on. In case of fire, pray somebody has refilled the fire extinguisher. They have not. Hello, conductor. Stay back, monster. Whoa, calm down. Sorry, I thought you were him. Him? The intense man in the tunnel who threatens to arrest and or eat anyone that gets off the train. Arrest or eat? Yep. And I'm not sure who chooses. What's going on here? You're not really him. I don't really know what happened. We left our last station on time, then some weird lights flashed, and now we're here. Wherever here is. Who's the man you keep talking about? He looks a lot like you, only not. Not at all now that I see you. Properly see you. He stalks about outside this train, sniffing for clues and snarling when he sees us. Has he hurt anyone so far? Thankfully, no. He seems more menacing than dangerous. If you need anything else, I'll be here. Sorry about the mix-up earlier. I'm going waster. Hey, dude, we've been on this train for ages. What's going on? I'm afraid, because I keep seeing floating green people. I'm not at liberty. I think I indulged a little too much this morning. You probably shouldn't tell me that. I'm an officer of the law. Far out, dude. Never mind. Is it this guy? Okay. There's somebody out here. I should probably stay with these people. Make sure they're okay. You're tired from walking through the tunnels, aren't you? Stop using your Sherlock powers on me. Oh, Ghost Cop. Thought Ghost Dad was bad. We got Ghost Cop. Sing me a song, buddy. What? You're the busker, not me. That's how buskers work here, you tourist. Chief Ghoulie. Now then. You look like one of those living folk who's got plotting about this place right about now. Officer Dooley? C6 Steve reference? Name's Ghoulie, chief of the Brightside Division. Brightside? Division. Specialists. Deal with threats from your neck of the woods, so as to speak. My neck of the woods. The other world. That which from whence you came, son. I surmise from your appearance that you are a detective, albeit down to is look. I presume that being the case, you've crossed over to investigate your world's version of this situation. Can you help? No, son, I cannot. This isn't your jurisdiction, and you should leave this to us professionals and take care of your train back on your own world. Shouldn't you look into that? Jurisdiction, son, seems like a concept beyond a concept beyond a dangerous maverick such as yourself. Maybe I should slap you behind bars. Give me one good reason why I don't arrest you this second, son. I'd rather you didn't. You up then? Only McScream and me is allowed in, and you ain't us. This is a restricted area. Classified personnel. Are you classified personnel? No, I do not think so, on account of myself and McScream being the only ones who is. So unless you're one of us, I suggest you step back, son. Step back. Go up the stairs, I guess? Okay, we're just doing the thing that we did in the house where it's like, oh, this is like the Darkside version of the place that we were just at. So I get a ticket. Is this machine crying? Come get me from the station, he said. Routine, he said. Ass. Most of the Darkside city appears to be in ruin. It hurts my eyes to look. Ah, help, I'm on fire! What on earth? I'm a burning trash barrel. I'm meant to be on fire, you gonk. The look on your face. Brilliant. I'm not even... Daily Chronicle. What horrors could possibly make the news here? Mayor points off camera. Darkside shop. Given how little I know about this how this place works, they could sell costumes or turn you into one. It is pretty spooky, you're not wrong. Making sure I don't miss anything here. Oh! If you look like this man, this might be a mirror. Also, you may be wanted by the police for questioning. A pirate outfit. Amaze your friends, surprise your enemies, confuse real pirates with this inefficient pirate ensemble. Comes to free press ganging. Free press ganging. Yeah, these are references for sure. Abso-fucking-lutely, yeah. Absolutely. Be a badass biker. Bike not included. Are you still a biker without a bike? Be a badass walker! Assuming your ass is bad, either in the dangerous sense or the missing a buttock way. Your call. Did you write these adverts yourself? No, sir. Came that way, sir. Good words, ain't they, sir? Yeah, these are absolutely references. A snarky teenage wizard is welcome anywhere. Well, not so much welcome as you turn up and he'll be there, and it's almost as much hassle to get rid of him as it is to just leave him be. Good old Simon the Sorcerer, actually. Oh, right. Hello, Kafal! Welcome. Glad to see you. Thanks for stopping by. You put on your robe and wizard hat. Ah! Yeah, welcome. We're playing Darkside Detective tonight. This has been a very delightful little point and clicker so far. Pretty light. It's not too heavy on the puzzling element. It feels like it's just it feels just about right. You do individual little cases instead of it being like one big complete game where you're bouncing back and forth between a lot of areas. It's pretty cool so far. Like this. Bite-sized point and clicking. That's my usual party vibe anyway, so 2 thumbs up from me. An invisible person. Welcome, sir. It is that is to say, me and I's pleasure to welcome you to Costume Shop. So that is the name. Your broken sign wasn't very clear. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, my old fella said. And if it is broken, maybe don't fix it anyway. He's odd. He'd add. A very practical man he was. How can I aid you, sir? Trying to intimidate your direct superior at work? Hoping to wow your 6-armed lover? Tired of looking like a hobo? Hey! That's our motto. Whatever your shame, Spider's got you covered. Sir, I'll ask you mighty nice not but once to Keep your sausage fingers from my money box. Wig and a mustache. What's this one? Looks normal enough to me. Normal, sir. Why, that's the very pillar Summers are built on, sir. Friend and a mentor to those in need, a shoulder to cry on, a person who will live in a wood hut with no air conditioning. The legendary camp counselor, sir. Nobody would buy that as a camp counselor. Oh, but they do, sir. It's the mustache, sir. Shows him to be rugged wilderman, suited for the rough and tumble life of a camp counselor. Not for timid folk like you and I, sir. No, sir. Not for shop vendors and coat warmers. No. It's full of ones and zeros. How would anyone wear those? Says, sir, while wearing a brown bin bag. Come on, guys, this is a nice coat. And they say the customer is always right. A punk wig. Dressed like a punk or a road warrior from the future. Or you could wear this and be I don't know, a carrot. Well, I'm convinced. Can I not have any of these? Or, oh, wait. 2 more of these and I can have a mediocre juggling act. A glowing receipt that says for pickup. Boom. 1 tick, sir. Oh, Miss Biscotti, I guess to beg your pardon, miss. I should have known. Obvious to me now how it is. I'll get your items for you now, miss. Oh, yes, thanks. Then here you go, miss. 1 swim cap. Thanks, I guess. Swimming cap. An almost skin-colored swimming cap. Can I wear it? I need to find something to complete this disguise before I put it on. Oh, wait, mold? I can take mold? A dark patch of fuzzy mold. I think it's looking at me. Fuzzy mold! A patch of mold so fuzzy it looks like... Oh, so we put this on. I need to find some... Can we put this on? I need to find something to complete. Let's do this. Now I guess I can dress up as Agent McScream whenever I want. Yay. Okay. If I wore this, I'd look like a poor man's Agent McScream. It's a crappy stunt double. Okay. Doesn't feel it. No, put it on. Time to try this. I can't bring myself to call it a disguise, but time to try whatever this is, I guess. Looks great. I can't tell the difference. Can I go? Oh, I don't keep it on? I gotta put it on again. I thought you would keep it. Do you think, son, that I've not seen my fair share of disguises? This one is particularly poor. What with it partially made up of the same fungus that you're looking at, and lacking a certain floaty, transparent quality. Well, it was worth a shot. It was. I wish that agent I was sent was so innovative. I tell you what, son, in you go. Maybe you can solve this thing after all. What about jurisdiction? Jurisdiction. I'll paperwork up a solution. Now off you go before I change my mind. Right. Just letting me go because the costume sucks. Okay. It's full of pictures of you playing a game where a tiny pixel man looks at a trash can at pictures of you. That's mean. Looking good, Frankie. I think you've let yourself go. Shut up, reflection. Wait, what? Oh shit, yeah, it's gotta be a bone room. Let's check the bone room. Well, oh, okay, there's a cat. Looks like he hung in there for too long. Really good. A note saying she loathes me not. Nice, healthy relationship. Who doesn't like having keys? You received item, key. All systems operating correctly. Yeah, there's no bones in here, but there is a pooter. We don't know what's in the one on the other side yet, which I'm guessing is the key that we just picked up. All systems operating correctly. Everything seems to be working correctly here. Let's not touch anything in case I change that. Oh, they're doing it again. I saw them frame drops. I saw that. Don't you think I didn't see that, modem? No, we got a key, so let's check out the bath rooms. Oh boy. Okay, it's nailed shut. I hope that barring holds. This place looks familiar. Either that's a clue, or there's one lazy artist hanging around here. The place looks familiar. Wait. Okay. Huh, the water goes both clockwise and counterclockwise here. Seems to be something stuck in here. That's better. Thanks, I mean, blush? You received item, plunger hit. Oh, well, okay. The ultimate accessory in toilet debungification. Okay, so now I've got a plunger. Get that away from me! The toilet's called John. Yeah, I caught that! Okay, so this place looks... Okay, he's just saying this when I come in here automatically, so... Nothing to plunge here. Put the key in the toilet. I don't think it will find its way to the other side without a guide. Like some kind of string? Well, I need to get back to over here. What? What's that you have there? It smells of evidence to me, but you shall not take it beyond this place. Looks like I'll have to put this key back until I find some other way to get it past him. Well, I tried. Maybe now I can flush it? Okay, now I can flush it. I don't think it'll find its way without a guide. I'm gonna punch you. Can I put the key back? This key's label says control room. Someday you'll be mine, little key. Oh yes, okay, I can put it back. Okay, so I guess we go and check the control room on. Well, we can't. What am I? For. You got anything new to say? No? No? Okay. So, I still can't go in here. Wait. Oh, wait. No. Okay. I know what we do now. Ha! Sucker. Tentacles. Very good. I should be helping, shouldn't I? All right, I know what we do. We're gonna go grab the key, and we're gonna give the key to the tentacle, and then flush it back over here. That's gotta be it. No. Platform. Okay. So we come in here, grab this. And now this guy is in here now. Yep. Boom, baby! There's my little wriggly buddy. So this is where I sent you, huh? So we give him the key. Hold on to this for me, will you, buddy? And then you fucking just plunge his ass right on back in there. Let's go, Dave. In you go. And now we make our way back. No, not the stairs. We go back on the train and then back over this side. Platform. The bathroom. Boom! Thanks, Dave. Did you name the tentacle Dave? Don't be jealous, Dooley. You're still my favorite. Later, dude. Boom. I still don't know what you can do with the rat, or maybe it's just cute little, like, set dressing or whatever. That seems to have worked. Well, let's see what's behind door number 2. Oh! What? How'd you get in? Tam locked the door from the inside. This is your handiwork, I take it? They shouldn't have fired old Tam for sleeping on the job. Told him he did. His black magic classes started at midnight and ran through. Morning shifts ain't for old Tam. Heavy sleeper he is. Book him, Dooley. I left my book at the station. Can I use these handcuffs instead? Well, dang. People think twice about firing old Tam now. They'll think twice about hiring you too. Wait, what? Get out of here, guy. I've seen what happens if you hang on for too long. What are you talking about? I've seen things, Dooley. Ritual stuff. Looks like this place is a scene of some occult goings on. Cinnamon candles remind me of Christmas, though, which is nice. Old Tam was always fond of Christmas. Pappy used to buy us all trains, and Mama gave us voodoo dolls. Magical time of year. Computer's definitely looking a little, yeah, that's not great. This is some bad hoodoo. Tam must have installed an occult virus on the controls. It's causing all these problems. Get the disk out. An old floppy disk popped out. This must be how the virus was installed. It could prove useful. I've got the cursed disk. 3.5 inches of innuendo-laden evil. This is some bad hoodoo. Okay. Tom ain't never gonna tell you how to fix that. It's his legacy. Not sure what's the best course of action here. Detective? Yes. Have we tried turning it off and back on again? Which, the computer? I was gonna say the train station, but what you said makes more sense. Stop going through the trash. An unexpected but strangely relevant note. Stay here, Dooley, and make sure this guy doesn't get away. But then how's old Tam meant to escape? That's the point. Oh, well that ain't fair. I kind of like old Tam. So we're gonna have. Wait. What's her name? Can you do something with this? Roxa, think you can make any sense of this? Let me see. Oh, this is an occult virus. Yeah, I think it's to blame for all that's going on. I can probably talk you through how to make an antivirus on my machine. Well, that's what I was hoping for, thanks. So, what do? You need to clean the infection disk sectors. Sounds easy. Not so easy, it's a virus. So each sector you clean will infect those around it. Oh, this is just a lights out puzzle. You can lure the virus from infected sectors into clean ones, cleaning the infected areas. Why would I do that? To beat the virus, you have to make sure it has nowhere to hide. It will then involve tricking it. That sounds a lot harder than I was expecting. Don't worry, I've made a backup. Just hit reset if you need me to roll back so you can start again. Thanks. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Oh. This is not hard. This is actually easy. No, you don't want to start here. There we go. Easy every time. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, great. And you're sure this will work? Sure is a strong word when dabbling with the occult, but I think so, yes. Well, if it does, this city owes you big time. Really? Because I'm only on this train due to a mountain of parking tickets. You received antivirus disk. All right. Head on back to the control room. Wabam! Uploading antivirus now. Did we do it? I think that's it. Great work, detective. You got the trains moving again. Dooley, you understand what just happened here, right? No? Let's get this guy into the cells. Ha! How you gonna get me there? Train ain't running. We just talked about how that was fixed. Weren't you listening? Plus, we have this car. This has not been a good day for Tam. Case closed. Boom! We're so smart. So giga-brained. All right. I think that's good. That's 3 cases down. I think we're probably good to stop there for the night. How does everybody feel about that? I'm feeling fine. I think we've exercised our smarts quite enough for one evening. So much big braining going on. But now we're gonna go and we're gonna see who's streaming. And we're gonna hop over here. And we're gonna say, thank you very much for coming out, everybody, and spending your Saturday evening with me. It's been an absolute delight. I had a really good time with this game. We're gonna come back to this probably later in the week. I might stream tomorrow. I don't know. It just depends. I'm actually just kind of feeling. I've been feeling bad all evening, and I still feel bad. So I might just kind of take tomorrow off to kind of do stuff. And not worry so much about streaming. But we will get back to this. We'll probably do I like 3 more cases or something later in the week. As always, just watch the old Twitter. That's where you'll find updates from me anyway. But for now, we'll get out of here. Let's see who's streaming so we can get this raid started. Boy, this is like one of those nights where everybody's streaming stuff, and if I send you there, they're like in the middle of some big story related thing. Yeah, this is definitely one of those nights where I'm kind of like, I'm looking and it's just like, man, everybody's playing some big story thing, and it would be weird to send you there, but maybe that doesn't matter too much. Let's see. Nope, fuck it. We'll go over to Lumina channel. Just playing Rune Factory 5. That's probably a good old comfy time, I'll bet. So we're going to go over there and we're going to hang out with Lumina. Everybody stick around for that. And we will catch you next time for more Darkside Detective. Like I said, maybe tomorrow, but probably later in the week. Like I just watched the old Twitter. We'll get back to it some more. I'm having a good time with this so far. But y'all have a nice rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.